I actually talked to somebody before we got started to see if it would help me out. Are you still feeling good, Luke? All right. Come on up. Now, to be fair, Luke, you and I did not plan anything. I told you ahead of time not to do anything at all, right?
Right.
All right, we're just going to have some fun. My goodness, you were much shorter when you were sitting down. All right, Luke, we're going to try to have a good time.
Okay.
I would just like for you, if you will, just to inspect that, please. Make sure it is exactly what it appears to be. Nothing special, nothing fancy, nothing weird, right?
Good.
You'll hold on to one end of that. You grab one end, I'll take this end, stay right there. Luke, is that one solid piece of rope?
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. Luke, have you ever been tied up in front of a room full of strangers before?
I have not.
All right, put your hands together like you're praying. Perfect. I'm not going to do that, Luke, but the fact that you would let me says a lot about you. There you go. All right. Luke, I'm going to give you these. Don't run. Hold those. I'll take this. Luke, are you married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. That's really good. Yeah. Apparently that's a long time and trustful. That's good. All right. So, Luke, I am going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you the same question 4 times. The 4th time I ask you that question, I'm going to try to throw you off.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you ahead of time that I'm going to try to throw you off. I'm even going to give you the answer to the question before I ask you the question the first time. So, if I tell you I'm going to ask you the question 4 times, I'm going to try to throw you off the 4th time, and I give you the answer and you get it wrong, whose fault is that? Luke. Look at that. He has been married for a while, hasn't he? You've done an excellent job. You've broken him quite well. There was no hesitation. All right, Luke, here's the answer to the question before we get started. Every rope, no matter how long or short that rope is, has 2 things in common. It has 2 ends and 1 middle. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
So in just a moment, if I say what 2 things does every rope have in common, you will say?
2 ends and a middle.
Cut that for me. Perfect. Now this trick only works with 2 even pieces of rope. But because Luke has cut it down the middle, we are perfectly safe. You had 1 job, Luke. All right, I got to fix this. You want to fix it the easy way or the hard way?
Easy.
Easy way. All right, grab hold of that piece of rope right there. Like that. Now, is that 1 solid piece of rope, Luke? Okay, good. Oh, you like that? Good. Good, good. You having fun?
Absolutely.
Good, we're doing this next half hour. It's going to be a good time. Here we go. Luke, every rope, no matter how long or short that rope is, has 2 things in common. Do you have any idea what those 2 things might be, Luke?
2 ends and a middle.
Look at you go. Cut that for me. That is, ooh, not quite even. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
All right, take your left hand and grab hold of that for me, if you will. And will you cut those even? Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, now. Souvenirs. Here you go, take that. Luke, is that 1 solid piece of rope?
Yep.
Okay. And that's just the introduction of the trick. We haven't even begun yet. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right, Luke. I have a question for you. You probably haven't been asked this question before, but every single rope, no matter how long or short that rope is, has 2 things in common. Do you have any idea what those 2 things might be, Luke?
2 ends in the middle.
Look at you go. Cut that. So, Luke, what do you do?
For work?
I mean, yeah.
Watch magic.
Huh?
Watch magic.
You watch magic?
Yep.
That's your job?
Yep.
Well, okay. That sounds fair. Well, Luke, if you ever get tired and you want to be a part of a show, if you will go to expertropecutter.com,
I don't cut rope for work, that's for sure.
You can use me as a reference, though, and you can go all over the United States doing this in magic shows everywhere. You can make dozens of dollars a year doing this. Cut that. Now, Luke, I am going to need a magic word. Any word can be a magic word. Let me tell you that ahead of time. But I need you to think of a magic word. What's our magic word going to be tonight, Luke?
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Yes.
Did you come up with that one yourself?
I've heard it somewhere.
Really?
Yes.
Never heard that at a magic show before. All right. So, Luke, I'm going to take it you're very low on the originality scale of what we're trying to do tonight, but that's okay. Luke, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of rope. How many ends do we have, Luke?
2 ends in the middle.
There you go. Good job. All right. So, Luke, here's where your job comes in to do the magic. Hold up a finger. Good choice. Now, I am going to count to 3, and when I do, you say your magic word.
Okay.
What was it? Abracadabra? Abracadabra. You got it?
Got it.
Say it like you mean it.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Abracadabra.
You got to point to the knot and say it. You're firing out in the audience. That does nothing. Okay.
Got it.
Towards here. You got it? Can you see that?
Yep.
You good? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Abracadabra.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
We're going all the way, huh?
Huh? You want to take it all the way home?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. You ready? Go for it.
Abracadabra.
I didn't count.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I don't have much to do. Let me do something. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Abracadabra.
Look at that. That's pretty strong. We have one left. Are you feeling brave?
Yep.
Hold that. All right, Luke. On the count of 3. Finger up. Not that one. There you go. Took you a second. Remember, you had the spare, didn't it? Yeah. All right. It's okay, bud. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Abracadabra.
What was that?
I was thinking pull, from the first part.
Okay, just pull now. Pull now. Pull now. Pull now. Here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Go. 1, 2, 3.
Abracadabra.
Try it now. 1, 2, 3.
Abracadabra.
Here.
I don't think my word's working anymore.
It may not be. Let me hold it. Let me have that here. Grab hold of that. Yeah, and we'll just see if we can do like. There we go. Now I tell you what.